Doing the belts today on the U1300L. Got the old ones off, which I forgot to film. So first one to go back on is the one that does the water pump and the alternator. So all you're doing with this one for tightening it back up, you're going to put a pry bar in here just to pull the alternator tight, and then we're just tightening up these two bolts here to set the belt. One about 5mm play in your belt. So that's the one for the water pump and alternator back on. Tightened up. I just put the breaker bar just in here and just pulled it, and you can nip your two up while you've got the belt under tension. So the next one's the water pump one, which sits in this groove here, and that's down to your water pump pulley. Your power steering pump pulley, sorry, down there. You'll see it here. I've had mine, the belt actually snapped on this, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing belts, but I had a leak on here. It was that Jubilee at the bottom there was a bit loose. So this one here, once you've got the belt back on, your tensioner is this here. So you slacken off that lock nut, and you slacken off this, loosen that off, and that'll allow you your power steering pump to lift back up. Then obviously same again, pry bar in just to tension it up. In fact, you probably won't need a pry bar on this because you're just winding that down, set your tension right. So this one's even easier, and then do your lock nut. Right, I'll get that one on. So that's the new belt for the power steering on. This one here, tensioned it back down, locks it back off with the lock nut. I actually had to undo the bolt there that goes through the rotator. That just lets you slacken the pump off a bit more to get the belt out. That was really tight, that though. I had to get the breaker bar on that to undo it. That's all nipped back up, tensioned back up. So the next one is the air compressor. Next one's the air compressor. Take the air compressor off, the belt off. You've got to undo, you've got the 4 13mm, so there's 2 13s here at the back. Another 2 13s in here. So you slacken them off, and you slacken these two off here. They're 17mm, and that just lets the compressor slide in like that. So once you've slid it, obviously you put your belt off. So we'll pop the new one back on, and then you're using this here. You wind that in to tension your belt up. Once you get to the right tension, nip up your 2 17s and your 4 13s. So I'll get that one on now. So I've put the compressor belt back on. Dead easy. On here, back onto its pulley, and then you've just got your 4 13mm that need tightening back up after you've tensioned it up using this bolt here. Tension that back up till your belt's nice and tight. Nip your 4 up, and then nip your 2 17s up here as well. Make sure you lock your nut off there. The idler belt, that's really easy. This is just a tensioner here. So you're just literally pushing down on that tensioner there till you slacken off, pop your belt off, you're one on, dead easy. There's this one as well behind the radiator. So you've got your idler belt, which then turns this shaft here, which goes to the back pulley down here, and then that turns this belt, which turns your fan on your radiator. But I'm not going to bother doing that one today. Can't be bothered because you've got to take this tie rod out. But again, you take that tie rod out, and then this one's just a tensioner here. So you've slacken that off, slide the tensioner down, tie rod out the way, put your new belt on, put a pry bar in here just to pull it up to tension it while you nip it back up. Dead easy. Belt's changed. Big compressor one, we need to tighten it up a bit. That feels alright.